happened this past week as a result of the protest. Yes, so many killing, loss of lives, loss of properties and the likes. But today's episode is just meant for us to talk about some of the things that have happened, to rub minds together and also look at the way forward. Yes, because the deed has been done, we have to look at what we can do to make our country a better place. So if you want to know what we talk about on this channel, then stay tuned. This channel is for you. We'll be right back. Now, the first question I would like us to ask ourselves is, was the protest wasteful or useful? Yes, because at the start of the protest was peaceful. Yes, until the Black Tuesday, where there was loss of lives, properties were destroyed, so many people got injured and the likes. And up till now, we still don't know exactly what happened on that day, because all of a sudden the Lagos State governor declared a curfew, an impromptu curfew, and the lights at the toll gate was off and everything was just blackout. So we don't really know what happened. Maybe it was the government that orchestrated the killing, maybe it was the masses, if it was some of the eating talks among the protesters. But the question still remains, that is the protest wasteful or useful? Because personally for me, I've not seen any changes aside the loss of lives, the properties being destroyed and the likes. We don't know if the government have actually heard our voices. We don't know if any change is forthcoming. We're not seeing anything. To now crown it all, okay, though the protest has actually calmed down, like people are in their houses due to the curfew and the likes. But because this is even Nigeria, where things are not even done swiftly as we wanted. And to now crown it all, when our president gave a speech, he didn't even talk about those that were victimized. He didn't even talk about those that lost their life. Like, I didn't even hear anything about the Lekki massacre. Honestly, I didn't hear it. All it was about was how the youths will get empowered, how people should go back to their daily lives and the likes. No iota of remorsefulness for those that were victimized on that day. So we don't know if the protest was useful or if we just wasted our time. We don't know. Now, the second thing we are going to be looking at is the vandalism and the role of the thugs. Yes, because the role of the thugs, or let me say the vandalism caused, has actually made it seem like, okay, the youths are angry over what happened after the incidents on Tuesday. And it has really made the protesters lose what they are known to stand for. Because yes, after the incident on Tuesday, that was when things started getting worse. Properties started getting destroyed. Places that we know to be okay started getting destroyed, like banks, Oriental Hotel, even a popular broadcasting station, TVC, it got destroyed. Even ShopRite, police station, so many things were destroyed. So it now made it seem like, okay, the youths are actually revenging, like they are paying for the incidents that happened. And the funny thing is, we don't even know where all of this are coming from. We don't know if it is the government. We don't know if it is the government that are actually maybe playing us just to turn everything upside down. We're not even sure of what is happening yet. Now, the role of thugs and the vandalism made has really added more to the problem. It has really brought so much darkness into the issue on ground. Aside from the fact that we don't know those that are behind all of this. We don't know if it's the hidden talks among the protesters. We don't know if it's the government that is actually paying them to do this. Now, you agree with me that the crime rate has actually increased. Yes, the thugs are looting people's properties. They are vandalizing people's efforts. It now seems like, okay, what we are actually fighting against now is what we actually need. Because some northern governors now are craving for SARS to be brought back to them, because they claim that crime rate has increased, and if the SARS were in place, it wouldn't have gotten to this extent. So the vandalism and the role of thugs has really done more harm than good to us. It just makes us keep moving back and forth. Now, what is the way forward? Because you would agree with me that the deed has been done. and we need to move forward. We can't remain on this position. Now, the first thing first is I feel the government needs to spin back into action as fast as possible. Yes, to avoid further damage. And how can this be done? Yes, we need to, they need to address us. They need to address us, like address us in general. Because I still feel some of these people vandalizing properties, some of these people looting properties, I still feel they are not informed. Yes, they are not informed. Because if they are informed, they won't keep vandalizing properties, they won't keep looting properties, thinking that, okay, after doing it, thinking that it is the way forward. So we need that assurance from our leaders that, okay, don't worry, you guys should calm down, stop the vandalizing, stop the looting of properties, everything will be back on track. After we have been addressed to, I feel the next thing for our leaders to do is start picking the needs. Yes, what we complained of, they should start picking it one after the other and start addressing the issue on ground. And the first one was end police brutality, because that was the genesis of this whole protest thing. And how can the government do this? Firstly, for me, I might be wrong, but I feel the whole police force should be wiped out. Yes, because they've been corrupted, and I don't feel there's anything that they can do. I don't feel there's anything the governments can do to actually bring them back to the normal way they're supposed to be. Once they are wiped out, then recruit new police first. And even before recruiting them, they should have undergone some training on how to treat people, training on how to talk to people. After that is being done, then the government should also revisit the salary scale of the police force. Because if they're actually paying them well, you would agree with me that bribery will stop. All these little tips that, okay, they'll actually stop a car and start requesting for one money would not be there. After that, all other things that still needs to be put in place should also be visited, like good education, bad roads, the health sectors. Okay, you can imagine the palliatives, the COVID-19 palliatives that were kept. People are dying of hunger. Fine, end police brutality was actually the genesis of it. But we have a whole lot of things that are actually wrong in Nigeria. We need a good governance. We need a government that would actually meet the needs of the people. We need to live as one. We need so many things, so many facilities. Like, no, look at the children on the street hawking. They deserve a better education. Look at those people that are dying of hunger. Honestly, we deserve something better in this country. And so that the lives of those that were lost, so that their lives will not be in vain, are fallen heroes. The government really needs to spin back into action because of them. Those people died for you and I. So we shouldn't just forget them easily like that. Thank you so much once again for staying tuned and for watching. Let me know what you feel. Let me know some of the things that you feel that should be done, the way forward. Let me know what you feel in the comment section. Thank you so much for staying tuned. See you in my next video. Bye.